This is the final example, example 4, for 11-2 surface areas of prisms and cylinders. Example 4 is a real-world example, and the problem reads, a company sells cornmeal and barley in cylindrical containers. So there's your cylinder. The diameter of the base of the 6-inch high cornmeal container is 4 inches. The diameter of the base of the 4-inch high barley container is 6 inches. Which container has the greater surface area? So we're talking about two different cylinders. We need to find the surface area of each one and then figure out which one has the greater surface area. So we're just doing what we've been doing 2 times. We have cornmeal and then we have barley. I'm going to highlight barley in blue. And actually I'm going to change this to purple over here. So all my information for cornmeal is going to be in yellow. The diameter of the base of the 6-inch high cornmeal container is 4 inches. The diameter is 4 inches and it's 6 inches high. All my information for barley is going to be highlighted in blue. The diameter of the base of the 4-inch high barley container is 6 inches. So diameter is 6 inches here. They kind of split them up so you had to really think about it. Alright, so now I'll write down my information just to get organized. So I'll write cornmeal in green. So I have my cornmeal. I know that my diameter of the cornmeal is 4 inches. And it's 6 inches high. So the height is 6 inches. Then for my barley, which I'll do in blue over here, the barley container, my diameter is 6 inches. And it's 4 inches high. So the height is 4 inches. With that information, I'm going to go ahead and write down my formula and see what I know and see if there's anything that I need to know. So I'll start with cornmeal. Surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. And I'm going to skip that second formula that I've been writing. Surface area equals perimeter of the base times height. And instead of putting perimeter of the base times height, I'm just going to plug in 2 pi r, which is the perimeter of my base, times height, plus 2 times, remember this capital B stands for area of the base, and the base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. And then I'll look and see what information I have. So I have the diameter, but I need the radius. We just talked in the last video about the fact that diameter and radius are related. The radius is half the diameter. So I also know then that my radius is 2 inches, and I don't need my diameter now. So now I can go ahead and plug in my information. Surface area equals 2 times pi times radius, which we found was 2 inches, times the height, which is 6 inches, plus 2 times pi times the radius, which again is 2 inches, squared. And now I'll just simplify. Let's see, we have the surface area is 2 times 2 inches, that's 4 inches. 4 inches times 6 inches, 24 inches squared, times pi, 24 pi inches squared, plus 2 times pi times 2 inches squared. 2 inches squared, we always do exponents first, is 4 inches squared times 2, 8 inches squared, times pi, 8 pi inches squared. Then if we add these two together, we end up with 32 pi inches squared. And you could go ahead and multiply 32 times pi, but just stopping right here, we should be able to tell which one is larger, cornmeal or barley. I'm going to work barley the same way. Again, diameter 6, which means my radius is half of that, 3 inches, so I don't need this diameter anymore. And my formula is surface area equals lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Surface area equals, I know to find lateral area, I need to take the perimeter of the base times the height. The perimeter or circumference of the base is 2 pi r times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. The base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. And then plug in my numbers. Surface area equals 2 pi times my radius is 3 inches times my height, 4 inches, plus 2 pi times my radius, again, is 3 inches squared. And then I'll just simplify. 2 times 3 inches, 6 inches times 4 inches, 24 inches squared times pi, 24 pi inches squared, plus, again we have to square first, 3 inches squared is 9 inches squared, times 2, 18, let's get that pi in there, pi inches squared, and finally we add these two together and we end up with 42 pi inches squared. We can see from here it's very easy to tell which one has the larger container, cornmeal or barley. It is definitely barley. Now we could do a quick check, but I feel from here you've probably had enough information. I think you can do this all on your own.